Hi, people of the internet, inhabitants of the Matrix. If you're watching this guy, you might be on the right path. And I'll try to explain. There's no wrong path, but I mean the path to really experience what you are. Why nobody's going to be watching these videos. In fact, the Matrix will keep my videos from being shown to people. I don't expect to be seen by anybody. Because the Matrix and the ego, it's all designed to tell you everything else but the way to escape it. Everything else but. It'll tell you you're a palm tree if you ask. What am I? You're a palm tree. And you'll happily accept it. Because the ego specifically designed to give you an individual experience. It doesn't know what it is. It was created by you in here. You don't know what you are. That's the way it was designed, to have an individual experience. Now you're plugged into a, I guess plugged in could be a good euphemism. Within the structure of things, there is a collective consciousness. And that's where most of our thoughts come from. In the collective consciousness. You subconsciously and consciously see from many different sources. You see it directly from your mind, and that would be an original thought. Mostly it comes from the collective consciousness. And that has to do with what you are, why it comes from there, how everything's structured. Now the problem comes in, there's a malicious force that understands this. And it has been working to control the collective consciousness. So it can control what you think. What you think you were convinced comes from your mind. But you're seeing it out in the collective consciousness, and you grab hold of it. And you take ownership of it. And that's only an illusion. Once you've actually gone through the processes that I have, you can see where these thoughts come from. Some people thought they would tell other people to look at where these thoughts come from. You can't do that without doing what I've done. What the Spirit of the Lord has guided me to find, see, experience, and escape the Matrix. And once you've escaped the Matrix, you don't quite see the green stuff, but you see where your thoughts come from. You see if it comes from in here or out there or even somewhere else. But the Matrix is, or the Jagat, or whatever word you want to call it, description's the same. It's described the same, it is the same. Just because you want to call it tomato, it doesn't change what it is. Anyway. So, it's all out there. I don't say it's designed by an evil force, but there's an evil force that has been working for a very, very long time to gain control, access and control of these things. And that's where most of people's thoughts are coming from. I hear people talking about creating a new collective consciousness. You can't do that. Well, maybe you can, but it's only be like a pocket consciousness. I really don't think you can do that, because the collective consciousness comes from what the very thing that everybody is, and you would have to like change what you are, which would seem to be impossible to go down that far, to like jump from one consciousness to another consciousness. One supreme consciousness, the ultimate consciousness, to the another supreme ultimate consciousness, and I don't think there can be two. But there is a force that wants to subvert where your thoughts are coming from. Once that happens, they actually want to subvert your incarnation process. They want to jump your incarnation process to another set of spirits that were created millions of years ago that lost their ability to incarnate. But they're trying to drag the vibration of everything down to where they can reincarnate again and take your ability to incarnate. This is the most precious thing. The ability to incarnate, to have an individual experience. And it's very sad that people are pretending to know what they're talking about and guiding people to the wrong thing. Well, they're only guiding people to what the ego wants to think. Meditation. This kind of meditation, that kind of meditation. Flower meditation, purple meditation. There's only one kind of meditation. That meditation leads to regaining control of the brain. Because the brain is out of control and you did it. You did it by interacting with the matrix. And if you follow what I tell you about how to meditate properly, you'll find out in the process. Real meditation. Subduing the mind to your actual will. Because in the process of growing up, what happened was you programmed in here a questioner, and you questioned everything out there. You questioned the thoughts that are in here, and that questioner is out of control. It's out of your control. How do I know this? Because I went through the process. You don't even know it's out of control. You don't even know that you're not the thing that's consciously asking the questions about the thoughts. You've programmed the questioner to do it for you. You ever get lost in thought? Yeah, that's the questioner just usurping your ability to utilize the brain. But it's not you the one that's on the thought train. When I look at that building over there, and it's just a building. I don't ask what color it is, how many windows it has in it, what kind of roof it is, if there's a roof. It's just a building. And I don't get trapped inside the questioner making questions about what I'm seeing. I observe what I'm seeing, and then I can step in and I can willingly ask those questions my own self. Not some pre-programmed questioner that automatically jumps in and asks all these questions about my surrounding, asks the questions about the thoughts, and pre-programmed like a computer to pump out all these garbage thoughts. I look out there and I can look at it and I can say, hey, is there a window over there? And it's my will doing it. It's not pre-programmed. This is what true meditation does. Puts you back in control of your thoughts. What thoughts happen, what thoughts don't. And then there's another process. Once you've regain control of your thoughts. So because now you got to do this process first. I don't think the second process would work without doing the first process. Because you got to subdue the questioner. You got to be serious. Once the questioner is subdued and you're looking at complete darkness, and you can have an individual thought and not have a train of thoughts, is the important part of escaping the matrix. It's the second part. So once you've gotten used to looking at the darkness that's called the veil of Maya, then the next goal is to lift the veil of Maya. And what this process will do is show you about how you don't know what you are. It will show you vividly how you don't know what you are. It will show you vividly that you think you are something. Sorry about that. It's a nice day out. Got the windows open. Spring break. Bike week. Anyway, it'll show you vividly that you don't understand what you are, and you think you are things that you are not. So these things that you think you are part of the makeup of the reality that you're experiencing, but they're not what you are. They're the derivatives of what you are. They're the manifestations and emanations of what you are. But there's two things Swami Dayananda drilled into people since he's no longer with us. God bless his soul. In fact, he's probably free. He's probably never coming back. He was able to teach me this. What you are is called Satya, the thing that cannot change. What you experience, a normal person experiences, is called Mithya. That's the matrix. That's everything that can be changed. It's manifestations, it's vibrations, but the thing that I hear people talking about is they want to get to the highest vibration, and that is Satya. Everything else is a derivative off of that vibration. Satya is Om. Om. It's not Aum. 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 And it's also Om. Autobindo. That's the way one guy, I think he knew what he was talking about. There's a lot of people that don't know what they're talking about. A lot of people say, yeah, that's how you do it. No. The A and the U, Brahma and Vishnu, they mesh together. And it's O, because they mesh together. Shiva is the M, creator, sustainer, and the actual physical matrix. And they call it the destroyer too, but there's people do point at that. It's like, oh, he's the destroyer. Well, is your God not omnipresent? Isn't he not omnipresent in that destruction? People use these words willy-nilly. Don't understand what they mean. Omnipresent means everywhere, at all times, everywhere. Omnipotent Everything it controls. Everything. Creation, destruction, and preservation. Everything. Everywhere, everything. No ifs, ands, or buts. I want my God to be only good. No, that's not God. It's not God. Only good. No. It is only good in the Satyam. Only good. God's only good in Satyam. Once you become the Mithya, all bets are off. Period. Omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. 3 different things that are very misunderstood because I want my God to be only good. Yes, it is only good when it's in the Satyam. You are in the Mithya. Satya, only good, only love. So where all light emanates from and all love emanates from. But once it emanates into the matrix, emanates into what's called Mithya, it's everything. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Even the bad has to have consciousness. Your goal, if you actually want to help Mithya, if you actually want to fight what's going on, the evil forces, yeah, you do got to work on yourself, but you got to work on out there too. Nobody's talking about how to work out there. Nobody's talking about how to clean the consciousness, how to regain control of the collective consciousness, how to boot these people out of the foothold that they've got on the collective consciousness. This is the real fight. That's the real fight. That's where most of the thoughts come from. Nobody's talking about it. I'm free, so I don't really care all that much. I'm just waiting to die, and I'm not coming back. I'm free. It's 2 kinds of freedom. I'm gonna have to make another video about that soon. Take what I say and think about it. I can't force nobody to do nothing. You're all on your own paths. And I don't think my videos are going to be seen because I am telling you the direct way of experiencing it. And no, you just can't be as you are. You just can't be. If these people that say, just live as you are, that's living as the Mithya. That's Luciferian. If you want to live as you are, forget about all this. And just go live your life. Forget about spirituality and forget about everything. Go to church. I love church, but I don't go. I love the Christians. They're trying. You may not understand what they're saying, but they're trying. It's better than actively trying to corrupt everybody and mutilate themselves and misguide everybody. They can be misguided through their preachers, but that's because the tribe of Levi has been gone. The tribe of Levi went east, past Babylon. Where's that? That's Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India. The Brahmins came to India from the west side of the body of the word to the west. And what did they talk about? They talked about the I am that I am. Why were they called Brahmins? That's their word for consciousness. They talked about consciousness. I am that I am. That I am that creates this I am. The thing that's before and the thing that's after. It was there before, it is there after. The Alpha and the Omega. Regain control of your brain. And there's a process that's called netty netty. Not this, not that. 'Cause what you are is you're the seer. What you're dealing with is the scene. You think you're the scene when you're the seer. And when you escape the Matrix, what happens is you find out how you are the light. And something happens, a major perspective changes happens. Major perspective of your perception changes. You no longer have the light of the thought coming at you. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing the thought, you have a thought and the light of the thought's coming at you. And your ego can't produce the other way. If it could, it would do it to me, because I've been looking to get back there. Because what happens is it's an overwhelming light, it's an overwhelming love, and it's a love for everything, absolutely everything, and it's overwhelming. And the moment you say it's overwhelming, you get the veil of Maya back. I've been trying to get back there ever since. I know I'm not, but if the ego could trick me into producing that, I would think I'm the ego too. The ego is very tricky, but it can't, apparently, produce the effect that the Satyam, the source, is. Just can't produce it, apparently. It would have tricked me a long time ago. It's been 9 years now. You can say, oh, I'm the light. And yeah, the ego will give you light for a little bit. It'll go away. But it's not the perception that's there when you become, well, you're always at that, but when you experience the Satyam, it can't produce that perspective. Even on somebody who has experienced it. The ego just can't produce it. Anyway, yeah, I got sucked back down into the Matrix with the veil, because that state of consciousness is just overwhelming. But you stay free. I know what I'm looking at is an illusion. I know what I'm looking at is the Maya. Maya means illusion. The veil of Maya is where all illusion gets put onto them. Yes, that includes all of these states of consciousness and all the levels of all. They call it the lokas, the states of being. All of them are Maya. Yes, it's a tricky mind bender. Tricky mind bender when you read their books. Your ego wants to think one thing, but until you experience it, the ego does not have the correct answer. It just does not. 24 minutes. Thanks for watching. Hey, touch my thingy down there. Subscribe. Say something. Say hi. Say you're full of dung. Yeah. Say I'm full of donkey dung. Nobody's gonna watch these things. Bye-bye.